if you are over 40 and you're a man, and this is just for the guys right now, okay? And not that there's anything wrong with women on the internet. I think women should be on the internet too. But just for the guys, I think it's so important right now for men over 40 to have YouTube channels. And it's not for the money or for any of the other BS that people will tell you to get into YouTube for. I've been in YouTube for a couple of years, and it wasn't something that I immediately thought I'd be good at. And I still don't think I'm great at it. But it's one of those things that I've just been religiously doing now for about 2 years. I make a little bit of money on it, but I'm not like paying the rent with that or something. I mean, most months I make about $300. It's not a lot. So, but I appreciate every single penny. So if you'd like to subscribe and put a penny in the pot, super thanks or whatever, I would very much appreciate it. But that's not the point of doing YouTube, right? That's not the point of me talking about this. But I've been thinking a lot about what is going on with boys and men, young men in America and Canada and all over the world. Maybe there's a shift to this hierarchical way of thinking that I think is anathema to peace. I think it's antithetical to the human condition to see others as lessers and to see yourself as superior. And it's coming from the mouths of people like Andrew Tate, people that you could probably imagine without me giving you a whole litany of their names. But the reason why those people have risen up in YouTube is because they're who's here. They're the ones whose voices are available. Men and boys are looking for content. They're looking for validation of the way they feel. They're looking for guidance. And if you, like me, spent most of your life being told to shut the fuck up by your father or keep your emotions to yourself or to stay the quiet type, don't open your mouth lest don't open your mouth and remove all doubt of you being a fool, things like that. I think I'm bastardizing that saying, but the idea is I think pretty obvious that basically we were always taught to shut up and listen. And well, now the world needs help, and especially young boys and men. It's not like the old days when we used to go to like the bowling alley and smoke cigarettes and drink beers and break the law, and there were other adults around that would be like, hey, hey kids, be careful in here, like don't mess around in here. You had other adults that weren't your supervisors, they weren't your parents, but there were other adults around to kind of like get you back in lane, just like the gutter protectors on the bowling alley when I think about it. But right now it's so important. Your voice is important. If you are somebody who's over 40 and you're a man, we need you to get out here and start sharing your knowledge, sharing your skills, sharing your experiences, sharing your failures, sharing what you've learned. I have failed so much in life. I've gone on crazy adventures. I've tried to suck the marrow out of life. I've tried to live it, but it's time to share it. And we need people who are intelligent and experienced and skilled sharing those things. Forget what your father told you to shut up and stay quiet unless you're asked a question. Forget all that BS. Because if you're not out here making content, the people who will are the ones who are here to make money and are here to fleece and here to mislead and guide people to goose step into the apocalypse. And I don't mean to, when I say the word apocalypse, it makes it sound like the stakes are really high, but I think they are. I think they're really, really high. Suicide rates are up in young men, and they don't seem to ever go down. Men are constantly getting killed for stupid things, and they're the ones that are going to be forgotten as things change in this world. People who might have been great at working at factories or digging coal out of the earth, they'll be forgotten. And who will guide them? Who will give them purpose? Who will give them hope? So if you're a dude and you're over 40, please get out here and do something, man, because it's looking pretty dire and looking pretty nasty, and we need you.